All right, so this is going to create a national park sign. I'm just setting a couple parameters for my stock thickness, and what I'm doing now is bringing in a image to set as a canvas that I can basically outline. I'm going to calibrate this canvas. I want my final piece to be about 10 inches tall, so I'm going to set that to be 10. And now I'm just going to outline the general shape and then use the fillet tool to get those curves to be about what I want them to be. So again, I'm just kind of matching as best I can what the shape looks like. I'm going to then extrude that, make a body. And I want to go back now and I want to turn that body off so I can see the arrow. So the arrowhead I'm going to outline with the spline tool. And once I have it about in place, I'm then going to extrude that again and then combine it with the previous one so I get a base for my whole sign. And turn that body off so I can get back to the sketch that I just had. And then I want to edit that and I'm going to offset it to get that so I have that outline of the arrowhead. I'm going to zoom in and just kind of approximate what it is. Looks like about an eighth of an inch. I'm going to then extrude that, make it a new body so I have another piece that I can look at. All right, I'm going to apply some materials, but before I do that, I'll actually make this out of two pieces of wood. So I'm going to use an offset plane to bring that up about 4 inches. And once I do that, I have my piece there. And I have now two pieces that I can apply different materials to. I'm going to get some contrasting wood so that the text on this really stands out. I'm going to move the arrowhead up just using the free move command. There's a point to point, and then I'm going to basically let it snap in place where it should be on the sign and apply a material to that. So that's looking pretty good. Now I'm just going to save it at that point and start applying the text. So the text, you can pick whatever text you want. I'm just looking for something that's approximately that kind of script text that fits in there pretty well. So once I have what I want, I'm going to then explode that text, select it, and then extrude it to actually make bodies from it. So I spent some time looking for different texts. Finally found one that I like, and then again, explode it, select it all, and that gives me bodies that we can then apply materials to and really look at what this is going to finally look at. We'll cut these pieces on the laser, so I'm not that worried about it being intricate. The laser can handle the intricacy of this text without a problem. I'm going to use a different font down here just to give it some variation. And I'm going to again explode and select it all. I'm going to get a body for each of these. It's going to take me a little bit of time to kind of grab it all. So explode, select, and extrude, and then just do that again for all your text as you are going through it. After this step, what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy of this whole thing as another component so that we can basically recombine our shape. I want to use the CNC router to cut the outline for a template so that we can then use the flush trim router table to make it that template for our actual piece. So once I have the materials applied here and it looks like I want it to, I'm going to copy it over. I'm going to recombine the bottom um, so that I can have one piece. So I've made a copy of it, I moved it across. I'm going to turn off that arrowhead because I don't need it. And then what I want to do is basically use the join command to take the bottom piece and the top piece and recombine them. So now I have something that I'm a little worried about the tightness of that, but we'll see how it goes as we look in the manufacturer part. So I go to the manufacturer tab in a minute. And what I'm going to do basically is set my origin, set my stock. So I'm just going to worry about the CNC template. I always set the corner of that to the front corner. And I give myself some offset so that I have plenty of work holding options. And this is really just going to be one 2D contour. I'm going to use a 1/8 inch bit to cut this one out so I can get into those corners as close as I can. And then I'm going to give it a step down of 1/8 of an inch. Put in some tabs and then do a simulation. It takes about 5 minutes for this to work. And then I'm going to check that those tabs are there, and then that's it. We're ready to move on.